Hey everyone, it's KittyBitGames, and we are here with Milo. Say hello to everybody, buddy. Milo. Hey, buddy. Yeah. We've also got a special guest, someone that is rarely around. This is Roxas. And we are here to open up today the 2018 edition of the Rathian Monster Hunter Figure Builder Creators Model. As she's known in Japan is Leolea. I'm going to pass the camera over here to our camera lady while we take a look at the box art. So as you can see, she's right here in the Hall of her Glory. Nice big view pane so you can actually see your dragon if you're the type that doesn't want to take it out of the box. There's some art of her there. That's a picture of the figure. Sorry, it's a little shaky. Sasha's trying to coax Milo up onto the table. So it looks like we've got
juggling cats.
We've got some pictures here of her various features, which we don't really need to see at the moment because we're about to see it for real. Alright, so you can go ahead and manage them cats if you want. I'm going to go ahead and use the kitty katana of unboxing here.
Oh no. You want to go over here, bud?
Alright, we're opening it up. Alright. So whereas Rathalos had the blue background, she's got a forest green because he's king of the skies and she's always roamed the forest. You can remove this if you want a little bit of a backdrop for her. That is up to you. Smack that camera. And if you are curious about the series, this is, as I said, the Capcom Figure Builder Creators Model. For those of you who want to Google it and figure out where to buy it, I would recommend amiami.com. That's where I got this one. There's also playasia.com. Their prices are a little bit higher than Ami though. So if you can get it on Ami, which I think these are still available, I would recommend that. They hardly mark up anything. You can get it at almost distributor price. Don't tell all those shops at the conventions I told you that though. It's the trade secret. Alright. Man, she came out clean. Look at her, covered in plastic socks. Just like Los. Alright. So we're gonna carefully pull these. Well, I say carefully. These figures are definitely built to last. The Creator Model series is a very well-made series. These are all one piece. They do have segments. Sorry, it's a little bit shaky. She's trying to get Milo up. Oh, she succeeded.
Yeah.
Milo's like, what is this? Is this a bird? And now he's going to knock that off.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, so let's take a look at our gorgeous dragon here.
Pretty spots.
And look at that. They're not, just like with her, they're not all the same. They got the diamond into the U. Check out the segments on her back.
Yeah, they look cool.
The way the green fades into the green, it's blended really, really well. And the tips are actually lighter color, so it gives that kind of like that kind of feel that there's venom in there. Speaking of the venom, let's take a look at this tail. This is what everyone hates the most on Rathian. And look at that, you can actually see the segment where it would cut.
Yeah.
Got all the poisonous barbs right there. There we go, if we can get it to zoom in. The wings are not just solid at the ends, it's actually like tattered ends and edges. I mean, look at the texture. You can actually feel the texture, it's not just painted on. So, sorry for the shaking. Sasha's over here petting the crap out of Milo.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get an actual automated cam. She's covered in hair right now.
Yeah, they're all shedding super bad.
Yeah, it's spring, so any of the cat owners out there know that, yeah, you understand this.
We just cleaned this before we started filming.
We did. Alright, so, man, look, she has such a prominent chin.
Mm-hmm. And those eyes.
She got a real boss look to her.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure she wears the pants. Not that you'd see them here. But we can take a look at those legs. She's got the chicken legs, just like Rathalos. She doesn't have quite the crazy stand that he had. He comes on the rock. She's actually more on the ground. But I think that's, again, putting emphasis on the fact, she's usually roaming on the ground in the forest, whereas he's king of the skies.
Yeah, she doesn't fly nearly as much as he does when you're fighting her.
Take a look at those wicked barbs.
Mm.
Very sharp, curved, gives that image of just imminent danger. The green is just, it's a really vivid green.
Yeah, it's real pretty. I like it.
The furry or bristly areas on her shoulders is pretty well defined. I was actually kind of hoping they'd be a little bit more prickly looking.
Yeah, like how they look in World.
Yeah. I'd have to say if I have any complaint, it would be just that could have been a little bit more detailed. Because every time I see Rathian, one of her defining characteristics is the fur up here. Like, it's like she's got a coat on, and that's what she has that's different from Los.
Well, if this is a remake of the old one, in all the old games, that's never been all that well defined. Like, is it bristles? Is it hair? I can't really tell. Until World, then it was yeah, definitely bristles.
Yeah, it's definitely bristles. So, but outside of that, everything else, I mean, you can see little scratches and all the little imperfections in the scales. And it's not just, it doesn't look like they just went and copied the segments and just printed them out and then, reused the same ones. The patterns on the scales are different. The scratches are different shapes and sizes, so. As far as the underside, the stomach, you can see plenty of detail here. All the lines and the ripples, really solid, good texture on that. And moving on to the base, as I said, she's on the ground, so it's got a nice mossy look because she's always in the forest. And I'm not sure. They actually hid Rathalos. He actually has a very visible, clear. It's a synthetic plank that he sits on. He rests on. So they actually kind of disguised hers. So she sits back on this, and it looks like she is welded to that. So this is what's going to keep her up to the test of time, because if it were just her legs, her back end would be a little bit heavy, and gravity eventually would weigh it down, might make it so she tips over. So that's a really cool idea how they did that. It looks very organic. Setting her down, as you can see, she's a very sturdy figure. I mean, you could throw her around and she would be fine. So these, like I said in the beginning, this series is really well built. It's all one piece. It's very strong. You can grab pretty much any part. I mean, don't try to snap it or anything, but I mean, these are great figures for the set, or for what they are. So I mean, as far as everything else out there, this is something you could have on your shelf, either in a cabinet like we do, or you could have it out where you want if you got kids or cats that might knock it over. As long as things aren't too chewy in your household, then honestly, it's a good one, and I think you would enjoy it if you enjoy Monster Hunter. So like I said, amiyami.com. PlayAsia.com. You might be able to find it on Amazon or eBay as well, but you'll probably pay a bit more there. And I hope this video has helped everyone out. If you're thinking about getting it, I would highly recommend it. Any of the Capcom figure builders, they're all great quality. We obviously are kind of into Monster Hunter's merchandise, so I mean, it's definitely one worth getting. We're gonna go ahead and toss her in here with her boyfriend. She's gonna kill Trunks. I think that looks good.
Dynamic.
Make sure their tails are crossing. And guys, as always, if it's within your means, we ask you consider to open your heart, open your home to a new adoption or rescue animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. There's plenty of these guys out there that could use your love and your home and your attention. If you can't, you know, don't put yourself in the poorhouse over it. Maybe consider just throwing a donation at a good, worthwhile charity for animals.
Or you can donate your time. A lot of places you can like walk dogs or help them out in some way.
He wants to go in the cabinet.
Nobody.
We're going to go ahead and close this up before Milo gets into anything. We appreciate you watching, guys, and we will see you next time. This is Raylo.
And sashimi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.